Hello students, in today's lesson I will discuss about Coulomb's law. Now suppose I have two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by a distance r in between them. Then according to Coulomb and others, the force exerted by a charged particle on the other will be given by this expression: F is equal to K times Q1 Q2 by R square, where Q1 and Q2 are the charges on the particle and R is the separation between them and K is a constant. Let me write here. R is separation between the charges and K is a constant. Now suppose I want to write this expression in vector form. So see how will I write. I am redrawing this diagram. Say this is charge Q1 and this is charge Q2 and this is the line joining the two charges. Now suppose both the charges are positive. Let me analyze the force on charge Q2 due to Q1. It will be repulsive. Naturally it has to be repulsive because the like charges are going to repel. So this is the direction of force on charge 2 due to 1. So let me write here first. By F21 I want to show force on Q2 due to Q1. Okay, and let R be the position vector of second charge with respect to 1. I am writing that R is the position vector of Q2 with respect to Q1. So see here what will happen. The expression will take up this form. It is K times Q1 Q2. I'll write here R cube and with one R vector here, which I can rewrite like this. Let me retain R square in the denominator and this R cap by R. Actually this is vector R divided by its magnitude, which can be written as R cap, where R cap is the unit vector. Let me define this. Unit vector directed along R vector. So this is my vector form of Coulomb's law. Using this expression I can even write the force exerted on first charge due to second. The magnitude of charge will be same but the direction is going to be different, so that I can denote by this minus R cap. It's quite natural. If R cap, say this is R cap is in this direction, then your minus R cap is going to be in the opposite direction, and that is true because force on first charge due to second will be in this direction, opposite to that of F21. Now coming to this constant K, this K can be measured experimentally. Okay, and in SI system the value of this constant K is 8.98755 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Okay, and this constant K is very often written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now this is another constant. What is epsilon naught? Epsilon naught is called permittivity of free space. or vacuum. Okay, and the value of this epsilon is 8.85419 into 10 to the power of minus 12 coulomb square per Newton meter square. Okay, very often when we do numericals on Coulomb's law, the value of this K, instead of 8.98755 into 10 to the power of 9, is taken as 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square.